Contract disputes can derail business relationships, cost companies millions, and tie up resources for years. Understanding how these disputes arise and how to resolve them effectively is essential knowledge for any business professional. A contract dispute occurs when parties to an agreement disagree about terms and conditions. For a contract to be valid, both parties must fully understand and accept its terms. When this mutual agreement breaks down, disputes arise. Most contract disputes stem from a breach of contract, which happens when one party fails to perform their contractual obligations. Breaches come in different forms. A material breach occurs when one party's failure to perform fundamentally undermines the contract, making it irreparable. The affected party can sue for damages. A minor breach, also called an immaterial breach, doesn't change the core of the contract. Both parties must still fulfill their obligations, but the non-breaching party can sue for damages. Breaches aren't limited to complete non-performance. They can also occur when contractual duties aren't performed according to specifications or completed on time. When a breach happens, several remedies are available. Compensatory damages aim to restore the injured party to their pre-breach position. Punitive damages go beyond compensation to punish wrongful acts. Nominal damages apply when a breach occurs without measurable financial loss. Liquidated damages are those specifically outlined in the contract itself. Beyond financial compensation, courts may order specific performance, requiring the breaching party to fulfill the contract terms. Alternatively, the damaged party can cancel the contract and sue for restitution. The legal consequences of contract breaches extend beyond monetary damages. Courts may issue injunctions to prevent certain actions. Rescission allows for canceling the contract and restoring both parties to their original state. Businesses involved in frequent disputes often suffer reputational harm and loss of business relationships. Government contract disputes follow a specific process established by the Contract Disputes Act of 1978. This structured approach begins with negotiation with the contracting officer, followed by formal claim submission if needed. The contracting officer issues a final decision, which can be appealed to the Board of Contract Appeals or Court of Federal Claims. In rare cases, disputes may escalate to the Supreme Court. Contract disputes arise from various issues. These include disagreements about offer and acceptance, technical term definitions, contract drafting errors, coercion, fraud, or outright breach of obligations. Different types of contracts face unique challenges. Sale of goods contracts may involve disputes over defective products or delayed delivery. Service agreements often face conflicts regarding scope of work or performance standards. Non-disclosure agreements might be breached through unauthorized disclosures. Franchise agreements commonly involve territorial rights disputes. Licensing contracts frequently see disagreements about usage rights or royalty payments. Lease agreements often face issues with maintenance responsibilities or early termination. Industry-specific disputes require tailored approaches. Construction contracts frequently encounter problems with delays, cost overruns, and defective work. Employment contracts face challenges with wrongful termination and non-compete enforcement. Intellectual property agreements often involve licensing disagreements and infringement issues. Real estate transactions commonly see breaches related to lease agreements and purchase contracts. Certain situations present higher risks for contract disputes. Rapidly changing business environments, particularly in technology or biotech, may experience disputes due to unclear adaptation terms. Cross-border agreements often lead to misunderstandings over jurisdiction or translation issues. Ambiguous contract terms invite differing interpretations. Oral agreements, while sometimes enforceable, lack the documentation necessary to resolve conflicts easily. As business and legal landscapes evolve, new trends impact contract disputes. Artificial intelligence and smart contracts are introducing automated dispute resolution based on blockchain technology. Remote work agreements have increased contractual conflicts due to flexible arrangements. Regulatory compliance has brought greater scrutiny to contracts in highly regulated industries. Technology is transforming contract enforcement in several ways. Smart contracts using blockchain technology may face disputes over programming errors or unclear triggers. Cybersecurity obligations in contracts can lead to conflicts if data protection standards aren't met. AI-created contracts may lack nuanced legal reasoning, leading to interpretation disputes. Most contract disputes can be resolved without going to court. Alternative dispute resolution methods include mediation, where a neutral third party helps find a mutually acceptable solution. Arbitration, where a third party makes a binding decision. Direct negotiation between parties, and mini-trials, where each side presents their case before executives or legal experts. Prevention remains the best approach to contract disputes. Document all negotiations in writing throughout the process. Be clear on contract goals and negotiation points. Double-check terms and conditions with each update. Clarify definitions of industry terms and legal jargon. Use clear, precise language in contracts. Define performance expectations, including deadlines and quality standards. Include dispute resolution clauses specifying preferred resolution methods. Regularly review contracts to align with changing laws and business practices. Consider using contract management software to track obligations and deadlines. Understanding contract disputes, their causes, and resolution methods helps businesses navigate these challenging situations effectively. By implementing best practices in contract creation and management, companies can minimize disputes and maintain productive business relationships.